Attacking in Rainbow Six Siege can be an overwhelming thing to do, especially for new players. Are you a player that finds attacking frustrating? Well, this video is going to teach you beginners how to attack better against defenders in Rainbow Six Siege and hopefully improve those gameplay experiences. Hey guys, today I'm going to be going through 5 tips into attacking for beginners in Rainbow Six Siege. Now, this video is going to have some overlap with my last top tips video, but with a little bit more detail, and if you'd like to check out that top tips, basic 10 top tips for beginners in Rainbow Six Siege, you may do so. The link will be in the description, and it should be appearing on your screen about now. So, without further ado, let's get into these 5 tips I have for you for attacking. So let's start with number 5, which is camera intel. Defenders have access to a huge variety of cameras, but I'm not going to go through them all. There is a lot, trust me, and it would take all video to explain all of them. Let's keep it sweet, let's keep it short. So in my previous video, the top tips video, I mentioned about using your drone. But today, what if we talked about cameras, and what if we said, what if you're getting spotted when you're attacking? Well, my best advice is don't panic. Don't be frantically looking around what's spotting you, and don't tunnel vision, because you could have a defender on the way trying to deal with you. Learn where default cameras are. Take them out by shooting them. Now, if you're struggling locating them or knowing where they are, using the operator or unlocking the operator IQ is very useful. She can detect any electronic devices or traps, including cameras, so you can locate them easier. Now, if you're faced with a bulletproof camera, going up to it and meleeing it will destroy it as well. Also bear in mind that the defender Mozzie can take control of your drone with his own utility. And make sure you can identify Mozzie's drone, because otherwise you'll be spotted by your own drone. And of course, no one wants to be spotted by their own drone. To identify it, Mozzie controlled drones have blue LEDs on the front instead of the friendly yellow. Moving on from camera intel into tip number 4, bringing a hard reach. Defenders want to restrict and prevent you from proceeding towards the objective, so bringing the hard reach would be a good idea, either Habana or Thermite. They can help your team go into the objective another way, and make the defenders kind of think about another wall or a hatch you can get through, so it makes them think and makes it a bit hard for them to defend. So it's a thing that you don't have to do, it's not say a requirement, but it's a nice thing to have as a hard breach. Obviously you can play whatever operator you feel that you want to play, but if you want to bring a hard breach, by all means go ahead and do so. Now just remember that hard breaches have counters. They have counters by mute, bandit or Cade. So bringing Thatch to the party might be beneficial, as he can use his EMP grenades to get rid of those mute jammers or bandit batteries or Cade electric claw. Moving on to tip number 3, points of attack. Now as a hard breach, as stated in the previous one, you can create different ways to attack, and going in all in the same way isn't going to make it any easier. In fact, it's going to make it easier for the defenders, because they can just pick you off one by one from one angle. So go from different directions to make your way towards the objective, so it's a little bit harder for defenders. The more points of attack that you can make, then the more the defenders have to think about, not just what's in front of them, what's behind them, and you can have that as your own advantage over the defenders, because mainly the objective is, the defenders don't need to push you, you need to push them. Also for attackers, vertical play is a viable option. Take hard breach upstairs for a reinforced hatch, split up, and that's if the hatch isn't reinforced. I do recommend, as a defender, reinforcing those hatches. If they're not, soft breach will do, and so vertical pretty much means the defenders have to hold not only doors, windows, but what's going upstairs, the hatches. If the ceiling or the floor is soft, a soft floor, you can take Burke or you can take any kind of soft breach and you can destroy that and go from there as well, even if there isn't a hatch there, so that's also useful to know. And moving on to tip number 2, expecting the unexpected. Never, under any circumstances, assume anything in Siege. Always assume a pesky little defender is around the corner, so prepare yourself and make sure you're up for that fight. Always assume they're around the corner, they're in the next room, wherever they are. Always assume you're about to get into a fight with a roamer or any defender. Now, the only reason why I just mentioned roamer, well, I'm going to assume that you're going to breach somewhere that's not the objective wall or window, because that's what I also recommend. Move in from somewhere else other than the objective. It can work either way, but it's up to you. I don't just mean clearing rooms as you go, I also means looking at windows and doors at the start of the round. The last thing that you want is to be spawn peeked or ran out on, which is the bane of Siege. And let's be honest, everyone hates runouts, everyone hates spawn peeks, so look for them. Remember, you've got no value for your team if you're dead. So use your utility to help you get the edge of the defender, and you can do that by taking each room carefully, using your drone and backing up your teammates for a bit of support. Moving on to my final tip. Tip number 1 is keep the diffuser. Now this tip only applies when you're playing bomb. Bomb has 2 objectives, 2 bombs, and the diffuser ensures that if you can't get rid of the defense in time, by the time the clock runs out, you can still plant, and you have a fighting chance to actually win. And so it flips. You have the time pressure to get in and plant, but as soon as you plant, you flip it on its head, and the defenders now need to 1. locate the diffuser, and 2. destroy it before the diffuse cycle runs out. So what I'm saying here is there is panic in an attacker when it comes to the last 30 seconds. You need to run in and plant, or run in and, well, eliminate everybody. And if the diffuser's halfway over the other side of the map, that's not going to happen. And all the defenders need to do is, well, keep guarding the diffuser and keep running that clock down. So when someone dies, you need to be able to pick up the diffuser ASAP. But try not to die in a place it's going to be difficult. So how do we prevent this? If you're unsure when pushing, or you think you're going to be in a position where you're going to die, drop the diffuser in a more suitable location so another teammate can pick it up. So when you do die in that awkward position, your teammate can still grab it without defenders having their barrels pointed at it. Because as soon as the defender sees the diffuser dropped, they are going to defend it with their lives. Because without the diffuser, you can't complete the objective. And that's a win for the defenders. And that is going to do it for today, guys. I do hope you have learned something, and I hope this does improve your gameplay in the future for you new players. Even if you're not new and you've picked up a couple of things here, that's great to know. Let me know if it has in the comments below, and anything else, any more tips you would give attackers, put those in the comments in the comment section below. So if you enjoyed this content and like to see more like this one, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell icon to be notified all new video and content coming to the channel in the future. If you'd like to discuss anything gaming related, the discussion will be going on in the Discord. Link is in the description below. And I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Take care.